Alrighty, cameras, there we go. Welcome. Hi Ikben, how are you doing? Thank you for dropping in at all. I really appreciate that. You know that. But I hope you have an amazing rest of your night or an amazing evening ahead of you. Yeah, as you can see, prepared dough. We are basically ready to get going straight away. This one has to rest like 5 more minutes. Oh, actually no, the 5 minutes are over now. So we're going to remove the cover. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. And then we're going to have to stretch that out further. Need to wet my fingers with the olive oil that we've put everywhere. And we're just going to stretch it out a little bit more. And then in another 15 minutes, we're going to stretch it out to the final size. Although that already looks pretty good, I would say. But we're going to get it all the way to the corners, of course, in the end. But yeah, that looks amazing already. Getting ready to leave? A bit bummed out to miss out on the stream. Oh, don't you worry, Ben. Like I said, the old channel does have VODs. They just stay for max a week, I think, or a couple of days. But I'll make sure to upload the video to YouTube as well. That way you can watch it there. Tomcat, welcome. How are you doing? I'll put that to the side so we have some space here. There we go. Now I'm trying something new with my cutting board. As you can see, I've put a deep dish below to see if this is the right height I want to be on later. Once I've made my own butcher block that I'm going to do in the next couple of weeks, I think. Yeah, of course, Ikben, definitely. Tomcat, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today's recipe is once again pretty simple. I've made a yeast dough beforehand because that had to rest like 2 hours, or it took like 2 hours to make that. So I started at 5 and now it's almost ready to be used. So now all we have to do is prepare the ingredients on top of the pizza. We've got once again some lovely Argentinian great red shrimps or giant red shrimps. We've got some mozzarella, we've got some creme fraiche, we've got some green asparagus, we've got some rucola salad over here, I've got some fresh basil, and we've got 1 tomato and some chilies. I'm not sure about the tomato yet. Of course, Ikben, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow maybe, or the day after. No, probably the day after, since that is Friday and Friday Night Song Championships. But yeah, thanks for dropping in, appreciate that. So we're gonna get started with the shrimps. We once again have to peel those and then give them a little fry in some butter and garlic in the pan. So let me get those out. And of course, as usual, song requests are enabled. Feel free to add stuff to the playlist. Every submission is added to a Spotify playlist as well, so you can check out all the requests that have happened. So yeah, feel free. Like I said, once again, we are in the middle of the week, so this is going to be a pretty easy recipe. Simply get everything ready and put it on the pizza and throw that into the oven for 20 minutes, and that's all you have to do. By the way, I'm not sure if my mic is better today than it was on Monday. I hope it is, but if not, let me know. And then I'm gonna try to play around with it and see if I can figure out how to finally fix that those freaking filters. Yeah, it's a lot of shrimp, but it's going to be a big pizza. We're going to do a whole pan sheet full of pizza. And also, I just love shrimps, so there can't be enough shrimps on there, in my opinion. Let me put a couple of more pieces of paper down here, so we can really dry those shrimps. And to be honest, they were on sale, so I honestly didn't think about the amount. That whole bag was like €6, so I just simply went ahead and bought the whole entire bag and decided to put the entire bag on there. And I still have half a bag in my freezer for some other recipe we can do in the future. I'm going to put those straight onto the paper, and we're going to throw those shells into a bowl. There we go. But yeah, like I said, I can't get enough shrimps. In my opinion, well, not in my opinion, but I could basically survive off of shrimp if I had to. Simply because I love them so much. Although, of course, this is no comparison to eating them right on the beach in India. That is just a whole nother level of freshness and taste. If you ever have the chance to buy shrimps right on the beach and get them prepared there, do that. Because it is something completely different than getting frozen stuff. I remember when I was in India for the first time, we were sitting at in a restaurant at Kovalam Beach, and I ordered like it wasn't shrimps, it was a, what are they called? The big ones, the really big ones. And it was so cool. I ordered it, and the waiter went down to the beach to a fisherman, got one fresh because he just had arrived from being out fishing the entire day. And then all he did was throw it on the grill, add some garlic butter and some lemon, and that's all it needed. You had them once straight off the beach. It is amazing, isn't it? If they're that fresh. I don't know what it is, but it just changes the entire experience, in my opinion. It's like one of the best ways to eat seafood, if not the best way. Unless you want some kind of fancy preparation or something, then of course you would have to go to a restaurant that maybe is not at the beach, or doesn't get them straight from the beach the moment you order it. Get off. There we go. By the way, I'm really looking forward to the new Electric Callboy Baby Metal collaboration. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be released. I'm wondering how that is going to sound. Because so far, most of the songs Electric Callboy has released I really enjoyed. Again, there were a few that were a bit too heavy for me, but I'm really looking forward to that one. I want to see how what they decided to do with them. Gonna be fun? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for as well. I mean, it's Electric Callboy, right? It's always fun. I used to watch a kind of documentary of a behind the scenes of their Europe tour, or Germany and Austria tour, which was really cool. If you want to watch that, it's on YouTube. It's like, I think, 7 or 8 episodes of an hour each, recorded by Tank the Tech, one of their main roadies. Really, really cool. Gives you an idea about what a roadie does on the tour, and also how these concerts are organized, how they build everything, how they transport everything. Really, really interesting. And also crazy for a roadie to be flown in from the US for a couple of weeks for a tour. But yeah, it shows that if you have a good roadie, you should take him wherever you go. That'll do, welcome! Sacrifice the shrimp to the puppy god. I'm not sure how he is with raw fish, honestly. Otherwise I would, absolutely. How are you doing though? Hope you're doing well. Ow, this one is not in good shape. Pretty shredded. Well, we can try to give him a small piece, maybe. See what he thinks about that. Come on, let's get the last shrimps out of their shell. Come on. Oh, no, that's the wrong part. You're small, you can go up here. I have never tried to get honesty. I'm not sure they're good for them, and I'm quickly going to check before I give it to him. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he can handle a small piece of the actual shrimp. Let me give him a tiny piece. See how he likes it. There we go. Okay, he seems to like it. I'm not so sure about the shells, though. I don't think I should give him those. Dogs eat bones. That's true. But yeah, let me quickly check if he can have those. Can dogs eat shrimp? Shrimp tails and shrimp shells. Good question. You know, we should not give large amounts of table scraps. There's more prawns. Okay. Okay, he could be allergic to shrimps. So yeah, we're definitely going to start with a small amount. Oh, okay. What the hell? What kind of question is that? Okay, that reply wasn't really helpful. Let's try this one. Maybe that one is better. Do not have short answers. Great. Okay, you shouldn't give him a lot, but a tiny bit is okay. Michelle, although shrimp eat's fine. Yeah, that's basically the same I've just figured out. Issues and sharp edges. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to give him the shells, but we might just save one of these shrimps to give to him later. All right, let's get those shells out of here. Now, next, let me wipe off my board. There we go. I'm going to cut down or mince a garlic or a clove of garlic or two. Then we're going to put some butter into the pan, fry those shrimps off before we put them on the actual dough. Actually, the dough needs to be stretched in about 5 minutes, so shouldn't forget that. All right, let me get those 2 garlic cloves. 1, 2. There we go. And let's get rid of these skins. Well, we're going to mince it anyway. And once you crush them, it's much easier to remove the skin. There we go. And the second one. Yeah, okay, the second one is a little bit small, but that's okay. After all, I'm going to the office tomorrow, so I shouldn't eat too much garlic anyway today. Wonderful. Now we're just gonna mince those down into paste and get that fried off in the pan with some butter. Yeah, this height is a lot better for cutting than previous. We're definitely going to make our butcher's block about this height, which is pretty big, to be honest. But my kitchen is also pretty low, so that explains why it has to be so big. There we go. Let's add some salt. Oh, I need to buy new salt. And now we can start crushing. Hold on, I need to put something under this so it doesn't slide. There we go. Because the last thing I want is that sliding when I'm exerting pressure. pressure on it. Oh, maybe that piece is a little bit big to crush down. There we go. Wonderful. Look at that lovely garlic paste. Never like this, no. I've actually never made the dough myself. I've always bought pre-made dough. So this is the first time I'm making a dough, or I've made a dough from scratch. Butter. I'm looking for butter. And to be honest, it went really, really nicely. The recipe I posted on Discord is a great recipe. I can only recommend, if you ever do pizza dough, to try that one. Although I haven't tasted it yet, of course, but from everything I could see, it looks amazing. Same day dough? Yeah. I started about 2.5 hours ago with the dough. It's a very simple dough, actually. You only need some yeast, water, salt, flour, olive oil, and that's it. Nothing else. And then you let it rest for about 2 hours with 2 foldings in between. And right now it's resting on the sheet pan already. We just need to stretch it out in about 2 or 3 minutes to its final size, and then add the ingredients and put it in the oven. And that's it. Alright, while that gets hot, I'm going to start preparing the sauce we're going to put on top of it. And for that we need 2 cups of creme fraiche. Let me get a spoon. You think ChatGPT is way much better than Google, of course, if you can afford it. It will give you any information instantly, even with the links if you ask a follow-up question. Well, Google does that as well, the Google AI. And the Google AI has the added benefit that it can search YouTube, access your emails, make calendar entries in your Google Calendar and stuff like that. Google AI, yeah, Bard. It's called Bard. If you go to bard.google.com, you can try it out. I've basically only been using that for the last couple of weeks, since I really needed the Google Mail and calendar integration and stuff like that. And I'm not a big fan of the paid services of OpenAI. And also OpenAI once again has, what do you mean? What do I mean once again? OpenAI has made some decisions lately that I'm once again not a big fan of, just as with GeoGuessr. So yeah, I do use it once in a while anyway though. All right, let's put our garlic in there, get that a little bit browned. There we go. Let's give that a stir. Wait, where is my... Hold on, is that over here? Oh yeah. We need that, and we need... Wait, where is my... What the hell? Are you here? Oh, you're hidden underneath the label. There we go. Alright, let's get that garlic a little bit around the pan. There we go. And now we can pat our shrimps dry and throw them into the pan as well. There we go. Wonderful. All right, and in with those. Just gonna fry them for about a minute or 2 from each side. And then we're going to remove them again and put them to the side until we put them on the pizza. Kind of overcrowding the pan here. Let's move you around. There we go. Lovely. Well, not really a white sauce. I'm making an improvised sauce out of creme fraiche, some basil, some oregano, and some other spices. salt and pepper, obviously. Yeah, and that's about that's going to be it, basically. I'm normally not a big fan of doing regular stuff. I try to improvise as much as possible, because that's what I enjoy about cooking, the improvisation. So yeah, we're going to blend that creme fraiche up so it gets a little bit more liquidy. There we go. Now we can start putting all the ingredients in. Let me quickly get some basil. Some freshly picked basil, as it should be. All right, let's flip those around maybe. Yeah, maybe a minute more. But yeah, there's nothing more amazing than really fresh basil and stuff like that. Tastes so freaking amazing. And we're just gonna mince that, put that in the sauce, and then add a few leaves on top in the end once it's finished cooking. And I've actually been thinking about adding some bacon on top of the pizza as well. It's kind of surf and turf style. Because I do have a packet of bacon left over. I'm not sure if it's still good, I have to check. But we might do that. I'm going to check in a minute if it's still usable or if it's too old. Because that one is a couple of weeks old already. But it isn't open, so I think there's a high chance that it could still be good. All right, let's get that into the sauce here. Wonderful. Let's add some oregano. What else do we have here? I think some nutmeg would be okay, but not too much, just a tiny bit. There we go. Then we're gonna add some of our lovely salt. Which one are we gonna take? We're gonna take this salt. A lovely salt from the Alps, which is very, very fine and gray instead of white. I mean, if you look at this, it looks basically, it looks more like cocaine or something instead of salt. But it is actual salt, believe it or not. There we go. And then we need some, and we need some pepper as well, obviously. Let's flip those around. Oh yeah, now they're starting to look good, really good. Nice and crispy. Wonderful. Oh, maybe even a little bit too long, actually. But okay, that's fine. I'm sure they're still gonna taste great. Oh, get around, get over. Flip over for freak's sake. There we go. Flip over. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Let's get this in. Maybe that was a little bit extreme with the mixer. Get all that out. Also something here. There we go. Put that over here into the sink to get into the dishwasher later. And we're just going to use this one instead. Wonderful. All right, I think these are about to be ready. Yeah, let's remove them. Oh, I'm gonna put them on a paper towel so that the fat can drip off, because we do not want the fat in there. Wonderful. I just love shrimp far too much. There we go. Lovely. And that's the cooking process of this dish, basically. Now let's give this a try, see if there's some taste to it. Okay, definitely needs more salt and pepper. I'm also going to put some chili in there. Some chili flakes, I think. There we go. Let's get those in there. Some more pepper. Taste again. Yeah, that's much better. Wonderful. All right, now we're going to take our asparagus. No, actually, hold on. Before we do that, we're going to stretch our dough once more. Let me put this one to the side. Over here. Let's get the dough back in here. There we go. Look at that. All right, for this night, it is so tasty. Lovely. Yeah, that's the idea, Deathloop. That's the exact idea. I'm trying stuff out so you don't have to, and then if it works out, you'll know. All right, we're gonna start by really stretching this out all the way into the corners. Wonderful. Same over here. We really want it up the sides a little bit. There we go. I think that's a perfect size. Wonderful. Now we can start putting stuff on there. Let me quickly organize myself. I'm going to put the butter away. We don't need that anymore. Let me move this over here, this one back up here, together with this one. Then we're going to move our dough over here so that we have some working space. We'll take this back. Now, we're going to add some green asparagus. Yeah, pancake pizza. I'm not going to use too much. I think about this amount. The rest can go into a salad tomorrow or something. All right, I'm just gonna cut them like in thirds. We're gonna throw away the lower thirds because those are the dry stalks. Let's maybe give this some more heat. Throw them into the heat for a moment, just to get covered by the garlicky butter that we just create. Then I'm gonna drain the mozzarella that we're gonna add. Let me quickly do that. There we go. This one is gonna come over here. There we go. And I'm gonna take some paper towels once again. And I'm just gonna quickly squeeze as much moisture out of that mozzarella as I can. Just gonna roll it up for a moment and give it a squeeze. There we go. Let go of my mozzarella. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Now, we're gonna start by giving those a swirl. We're starting with our lovely creme fraiche. Oh, thank you, Tomcat. I appreciate that. Kashka, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, that is a, well, giant mozzarella, it's called. But I love it. It's amazing if you need a bigger amount. We do have this huge brand of mozzarella here in Germany, Galbani, and they do these kinds of stuff, or these kinds of things. They also have tiny mozzarella balls and stuff like that. Yeah, we're just gonna slather that with the creme fraiche, fittingly for all our lovely shrimp. We do wanna spread it out to the sides as much as possible. There. And this side, of course, as well. We should have more than enough left over here. Wonderful. Okay, final scratch up. At first I thought that 2 packets of creme fraiche would be too much, but honestly, it's about the perfect amount, I would say. Let's get that over here. Maybe spread that a little bit more over on this side. There we go. And a little bit more over here. Wonderful. Cherry mozzarella, yeah, exactly. Those tiny mozzarella balls, which are amazing in salads and stuff. But for this kind of food, I'm not the biggest fan of those, because they don't melt very well. All right, that one is ready. So let's cut down the mozzarella into relatively thin slices. But yeah, it really helps to cook like 3 times a week, or even more on the days where I don't stream. I sometimes cook as well. That really helps in improving the skills, doesn't it? All right, let's start with our asparagus. You're drooling now. Oh, then you need to make some food, Tomcat. Take inspiration and make a pizza yourself. You can put whatever you want on it. That's the good thing about pizza, isn't it? Like, there is no recipe for the toppings here. I'm just improvising with what I found at the store today and what I had left in the fridge and so on. So yeah, that's the lovely thing about cooking. Improvisation and not being bound by recipes or anything like that. Put those here. You can still spread them a little bit further apart maybe, so they don't lie on top of each other. There we go. And this one. Yeah, that's fine. Now we're going to add those shrimps on top. But now you maybe understand why we needed this many shrimps, Tomcat. As you can see, the pizza is quite big, so it would be weird not to have this much shrimp on there. Because you do want shrimp with almost every bite, right? And this way we have rows of 3/4 all the way on the lovely pizza. Okay, let's get rid of this. Now, let me quickly check that bacon. Let's see if that is still usable. What was the best before date? Oh, wow. All right. This is going to be interesting. Best before November 23. Let's open up and have a smell. I mean, wow, it is a little bit green. but it smells perfectly fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to use it. Why not? Better than throwing it away. That's for sure. As usual, I'm not going to use the green parts though. I'm going to cut around those. There we go. Let's get those away, and those two as well. There, that looks much better. And now we're just going to cut those into small strips and put them on the pizza as well. Wonderful. But yeah, that goes to show, just because the best before date is past, you don't have to throw stuff away. It can still be used and can still be fine. Always open it up and give it a smell, a taste maybe, and then you'll know if you can eat it or not. That's something I recently started doing. Before that I was always like, well, the best before is over, throw it away. Not even thinking about using it. But now I see that that is quite the waste. Split up, for freak's sake. Ah, that found the wrong one, Tomcat. If you want to make sure that the correct song gets added, make sure to use the Spotify link to the song. That works as well. And then you can be 100% sure that the right song is added. But I'm going to quickly fix that. Hold on. There it is. Ah, it's because it's not called Last Resort. That's why it didn't work out. Now, I've added it again. I've added the right one, Tomcat. It's because the actual song is called Last Resort Reimagined. That's why I didn't find it. At least that's what I'm assuming. Olive oil, yeah, of course, there's going to come olive oil in there as well. Absolutely. We're going to drizzle some olive oil on top before we go into the oven. Absolutely. Okay, this might get a little bit much bacon, but in that case we have a little four-legged friend back there who is really happy if there's some bacon left over. And I'm gonna add a little bit more. As always, you can't have enough bacon, can you? One, two. Yeah, you know what? I think that's enough bacon. We don't want to overdo it and overload it, do we? Although it's already pretty overloaded. Buddy, you got lucky. There. Alright, now we add some mozzarella. I'm just going to place them in between those lovely shrimp. I'm first going to put one down in between those, and then on the sides, all the ones that I have left over. There we go. Let's put one more over here, one more over here maybe. I'm going to put one over here in that corner, one over here, on this side, in the middle, and the last one goes over here. Wonderful! And now we're going to drizzle on some olive oil. There we are. Lovely. And now all there is left to do is put this one in the oven at 175 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. And then on the end, when it comes out, we're going to put some rucola over it. And then we're done. All right, let me put that into the oven and then I will be right back. my phone so I can set a timer right over here. Let me quickly set the timer so I don't forget. Wait, how do I add the timer here now? There. For, let's say, 15 minutes, and then we can have a look. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, let me quickly clean up, and then I'll be right back with you. We're going to put everything for Buddy into a little glass bowl. I'm going to feed that to him in a moment, piece by piece. But first we need to get rid of all the dirty dishes. There we go. Get rid of this. And now we're going to grab this one together with this one. Wonderful. We're going to throw that into the dishwasher after stream. Well, except for the knife, that one we're going to do by hand, obviously. Clean this one. But yeah, I think this is about a perfect height for the butcher block I'm planning to build. So how high is that? Is that phone height? Yeah, that's basically phone height. Perfect. So that's the idea, to get it about a butcher block of this height. Lovely. Oh, let me quickly clean down over here. Yeah, that is something I'm planning on doing over the next couple of weeks. If you're interested, I could stream that, but I'm not sure that's going to be much of much interest. And also I would have to move my entire setup down to the workshop, which I really don't want to. Oh, let me get that one knife back, that small one, so we can cut down Buddy's snacks a little bit more. But yeah, that's basically the idea, to get a lovely custom-made butcher's block. Maybe one where I can even integrate my my KitchenAid. Building my own butcher's block, Tomcat, my own cutting board. I do have all the tools downstairs. I just need to buy some wood. And then I want to do one, because the problem is this kitchen is not regular height. That means all the butcher blocks you can buy, they're too low. Like most of them are just like this height. But I need it to be this height. So instead of buying like two and putting them on top of each other or something like that, I've decided to build my own. And then I can also make sure that it has all the features that I like, that I want. Like a groove for the juices, maybe something to slide out to put the trash in, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing now over the summer. Sometime the next few weeks when I find the time. And I also have to do some repairs on the van, which I'm really annoyed by, to be honest. But since I want to go on a trip to Denmark over the summer, I really need to get that stuff fixed. And we might stream that. I mean, the last building streams on the van that I did last year were really good. People really seem to like those. So if the weather is playing along, and well, not like right now where it's raining like crazy, but yeah, we need like 2 days of perfect weather for me to be able to move the entire setup downstairs outside to do the building. And I also need to talk to my neighbor if I can use his yard again. And yeah, but that's the plan. We might do that in a couple of weeks, depending on how the weather is. By the way, let me switch to, is it this view? No, is it this view? Yes, that's the view I wanted to switch to. Because cooking is over, there's no need to highlight the kitchen anymore, is there? Yeah, now we just have to wait like 10 more minutes, and then we can have a look at the pizza, see how it goes, how it looks, and then I will switch over to my alt channel. No alt is perfect. to do some work on the Friday Night Song Championship software. I have already added a few features for that, like checking for region block videos and checking for age-restricted videos. Daddaloo, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. Glad you enjoy it here. Yeah, and I want to add the losers bracket that we've been talking about. Whoa, Frosty Tools works again. Nice. Fruity Bob, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, secret ingredient to our perfect pizza. Yeah, absolutely right, Frosty. Yeah, I want to add the losers bracket that we've talked about. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that tonight, but I at least want to get started on that. And yeah, I need to test those region blocks and age-restricted videos a little bit more to make sure that that works correctly. So yeah, that's the idea. We're going to switch over. Well, once the pizza is ready, let me quickly do a shout out for No Alt is Perfect. Come on, you should work. There we go. Nice. They made a new song battle site, really? Let me check that out because I haven't been on their site for a while. Is it still Song Battle IO? Let me quickly have a look at that. Okay. Okay, they have added at least Spotify and YouTube now. That is good. Oh, different one. But they've redone the Song Battle IO site as well. Do you know the address, Tomcat? I would love to check it out. I mean, after all, I'm building something similar, and it's always good to get inspiration from somewhere. But songbattle.live. That's the old. No, that's the old one. Song Battle IO is a completely different one. Okay, interesting. And then we've got Song Battle Plus. Oh wow, so many people have made that kind of site now. Interesting. Yeah, a little bit too crazy for me. One interesting that they're coming. There are so many sites now. A couple of months ago, there was only one. Weird. But yeah, probably goes to show that many people like playing song battles nowadays, which is a good thing. But Song Battle IO, yeah, okay. I had that one open just before. I'm going to check that out a little bit later on the other stream to see if I get any ideas from that. But yeah, the main issue is for me is that I don't want to rely on an external site, because if there are any issues, I can't do anything. With my software, at least, I can fix the bugs if there are any, and I can make sure that I keep working on it, and it gets better and better over time. Yeah, with those sites, if they decide to shut down the site, you can't play anymore, and you have no control over that. No, it's definitely, Tomcat. It's absolutely fine. I'm still going to check it out and see what they have implemented and see if I can draw some inspiration from that. Maybe get some of the some similar features, maybe. But on the other hand, song battles are pretty straightforward. The one thing I've been thinking about is adding Spotify songs as well. But on the other hand, I always want to have a video. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the one thing I'm a bit annoyed about, which I would like to change, but that would be a completely overhaul of the whole system, is give you a website where you can submit your songs. That way you can see that your song has been submitted, you can delete songs yourself and stuff like that. Nah, there's a reason we have that limit, Kashka. It's 2 minutes 30. There are many songs below that, but the limit is 2 minutes 30, not 3 minutes 30. And secondly, the problem is we need at least 2 minutes 30 to play, to have music to play in every single round. So that's why I had to implement that, because there were too many songs which ended and then I had to restart them manually and stuff like that. And yeah, I was just getting tired of having to do that manually the entire time. Because that's the good thing about my software right now. It's basically completely automated. I can just start over from some point. True, but the problem is, like I said, I'm automating the whole thing. And for that, well, I would have to rewrite the whole code with the starting time and stuff like that, and when to switch songs, because that all depends on the amount of time played already. So yeah, maybe I'll do that at some point, but right now that would be too big of an overhaul. But like I said, I'm thinking about redoing lots of the stuff anyway, because the one thing that annoys me at the moment is that it is completely within StreamerBot, which makes debugging kind of really annoying. So I've been thinking of decoupling everything from StreamerBot and just run it as a standalone software that can interface with StreamerBot. And if I do that, then I might overhaul the whole system and redo lots of the stuff, and maybe even remove that time limit if possible. All right, we've got how many more minutes? 4? 3? About 4 more minutes. All right, and then we can have a look at the pizza, but I'm assuming it will take maybe another 5 minutes. It said 15 to 20 minutes, so since I know my oven, I would say it's probably closer to 20 minutes. It has to be in there. But we will see. Okay, we don't need that one anymore. Let's get rid of that. Quickly have a look. All right, right now it is still pretty white, the dough. So this is going to take a little bit longer than expected. Probably another 10 minutes or so. Do I really? Hold on. I'm quickly considering the time. No, you know what? I'm actually not gonna switch over to the old channel after all, after stream. I'm not gonna work on that tonight, because I have to get to bed in about 2 hours, since I have to get up at 6 a.m. and it's already 8 p.m. here. Yeah, I think we're gonna move that to the weekend. We're gonna do some programming on the weekend on that. I think that's better. If I would do it now, I would have like an hour and a half maybe, and I would rush stuff, and that's not good because I won't be able to finish it for Friday anyways. So I think we're gonna move that to the weekend. I think that's better. Yeah, I don't have anything planned on the weekend yet, except for the cooking stream on Sunday. So I think Saturday is gonna be a programming day where I work on the software. Yeah, that makes more sense. So sorry, no programming today after all. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense, unfortunately. But you will get to see it if you like, if you want to. Let me quickly get a fresh cup of coffee and then I will be right back. By the way, in case you're wondering how this entire setup looks from the other side. Come on, where are you? Oh no, hold on, I've connected it to this OBS. Wrong OBS. My mistake. Where is that camera? There it is. Let me quickly make sure that everything is set correctly. There we go. This is how it looks from the other side. With a little bit of a delay. But yeah, that's the layout from the other side, basically. All right, let's get rid of that again. There we go. All right, alarm just rang. Let me quickly have a look at the pizza, just to make sure that it doesn't burn or anything. Nope, but it definitely needs a little bit longer. It's still completely white on top. Well, the dough is still completely white, not browned at all yet. But that's fine. We're just going to give it like 5 to 10 more minutes. So yeah, the problem, Kashka, basically is, hold on, I can actually show you. But let me know, I gotta tell you that the audio is gonna be delayed for a moment here. Hold on, let me see, where are you? Bottom left. Oh, hold on. Ah, there we go. Lovely. Let's get rid of that. And let me add a display capture. Oh, we've got one. Wonderful. Let's use that one instead. Perfect. There we go. Now, let's take this one. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Yeah, just what I wanted to show you was, so you get an idea. This is the main code of the Song Championships. As you can see, it's almost 1,000 lines of code, and there's quite a lot more stuff over here that is used, like the YouTube interface, which is another 120 lines of code. Then we have the, where is it? The Discord posting, which is another 200 lines of code. So yeah, there's a lot of code that needs to be adjusted if I want to add anything, and I need to make sure that it doesn't destroy anything else or breaks anything else. And not that easy to remove that 2 minutes 30 limit, unfortunately, Kashka. But we will at some point. At some point I will figure out a way to handle that as well. I just haven't been able yet. Since also that's also a problem that the actual playing of the songs is on a website, basically, a little website that runs locally, which makes it even more difficult to handle all those correct timings to switch songs and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll work on that. Okay, I just want to keep checking that pizza because I want to make sure that it just doesn't burn. Because the last thing I want is a burnt pizza. But yeah, it's still very white. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit and hope that that helps. Wonderful. Buddy, und du kannst mal Platz machen. Rein und Platz. And once he lies down, he gets another piece of bacon. Happy buddy. Who wouldn't be happy if there's bacon, right? All right. Yeah, there's not much more to do except for waiting. One more thing I want to do over the next couple of weeks as well is do some baking streams, some bread baking streams maybe. Problem there again is there is so much dead time, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do while the dough rests for like 2 hours. Maybe we can play some game or something like that. Yeah, not really sure how to handle that. Or maybe we can cook something in the meantime, like some spreads for bread, some breakfast spreads, maybe. Yeah, that could be an idea. Find some nice breakfast spreads, maybe some chocolate strawberry spread or something like that, or hazelnut strawberry. I saw a nice recipe yesterday. That could be an idea. Yeah, I think that is an option. Because I really want to get back into bread baking. I did that during COVID. I baked the bread almost every second day. And I really want to get back into that. Because it's so much cheaper than buying breads. And it's also so much tasty, more tasty, basically. Yeah, that's the problem, Tomcat. I'm not really sure. I don't really want to play Balatro. I'm done with Baldur's Gate for now. I just finished it yesterday. I have been thinking of, what's it called? Life is Strange, True Colors. I've had that on my hard disk for like 3 years now, and I really, really want to play that. Yeah, the problem is I'm not much of a gamer, Tomcat. That's the problem. There are very few games that really interest me enough that I want to play them on my by myself, or I want to play them, which is the problem. And the ones that really interest me at the moment are not in a state where I want to play them. Like City Skylines 2 is still in a state that is not where I want it to be before I want to return to it. Same goes for the Universum. Enshrouded would be an option to go back to that. Or like I said, Life is Strange, True Colors. I could do just settings like right now, like we're waiting right now. We can just keep talking. That's an option, of course. But I would want to find some topic to talk about at least. And I don't really think I would be a good reaction kind of person. So you showing me stuff wouldn't be the best either, I would say. So GeoGuessr, nope, that will never happen on this channel again, unfortunately. GeoGuessr is no more for me. There were far too many issues that I didn't agree with, things they did I didn't agree with. So GeoGuessr, unfortunately, you'll have to go somewhere else for that. Okay, I'm going to check in another... Oh, I'm going to give it 5 more minutes before I check. Yeah, that's why I haven't been doing any GeoGuessr since last year. They made a few decisions that I just don't agree with at all, that I don't want to support. And I don't know how to put it. When they introduced the World Cup, at first I thought it was a great idea. And then in the run-up to that and the aftermath of that, I realized that that wasn't a good decision for the community. The overhauling of the entire interface was one thing. Then the forced introduction of avatars, which I really did not like at all. Then the increasement of prices. They've kind of almost doubled subscription prices without adding anything valuable to the actual game, in my opinion. Yeah, and like the commercialization due to the World Cup and stuff like that just didn't sit right with me, unfortunately. And to be honest, I've been playing GeoGuessr on this channel for like almost... Wait, when did I start? I started in 2021. Yeah, I played GeoGuessr almost 2 years, like 3 to 4 times a week, plus almost every day at home off stream. That I just realized that I don't know how to put this. It's really weird. It's like GeoGuessr became more and more of a just learn the meta and start studying the matter, the rooftops, the light poles and stuff like that, which just is not the type of GeoGuessr player I ever was or I ever wanted to be. Because I don't need another subject to study. I do that at work often enough, and I also do that outside of work often enough. So to be able to have fun playing, I would have to start studying the stuff, and it just wasn't for me. Hey Cave, how are you doing? Yeah, it's just like, for me, the time is over. But I understand everybody who still loves to play. It is an amazing game. The idea is amazing. It's an amazing way to see other countries that you might not be able to travel to. I said some reasons you stopped. Yeah, it's just like, due to the World Cup, it became too competitive for me. And people started making fun of other people when they didn't get the meta right and stuff like that. And it just became more and more toxic, in my opinion. And also, maybe that's also an issue. I had issues with about half of the community right from the start because of GeoChatter. And yeah, I didn't get to have that nice community feeling most of the time. Unfortunately. And stuff like the language of the country, then of the roadmap. Yeah, exactly, Straw. That's exactly what I'm thinking as well. I want to see the culture, the food, the language, anything, but not the road markings. It really became toxic in Uplay God. Yeah, see, I mean, I got attacked. Well, I started streaming in October of 21. And I presented GeoChatter to the world in February of 22. And from that moment on, I got people in my stream accusing me of being a pedophile. I got people in my stream calling me gay, calling me a thief, a destroyer of Chatguesser, a cheater, and I don't know what. And it was just so annoying and so tiring. And I still kept going for another 1.5 years. No, even longer. Almost 2 years after that. But at some point I just had to say, nah, not for me anymore. And then they raised the prices and I realized that I'm not willing to pay like almost $10 a month for playing like 3 or 4 times a day. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check the pizza store. That's a good point. Thank you for reminding me. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it is getting there. I'm gonna quickly switch it around so the other side gets some heat as well. Where the hell is my oven glove? Where's my oven mitt? What the hell? Oh, up there. That gives me an option to have a look at the pizza as well. Oh yeah. Yep, we are gonna switch that around for a moment. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit so it gets a little bit more heat from below. And now we're gonna give it like 5 more minutes, and I think then we are done. So yeah, I've also been thinking about bringing Euro Truck Simulator back. I mean, I bought a steering wheel especially for that game, and I've played it like twice. Yeah, I did, but it's still not brown enough for my taste. It still needs a couple of more minutes. That's the problem with my oven. My oven is like 40 years old and doesn't keep the heat well. And yeah, exactly. That's why I liked it. Like I said, I've played it like 2 or 3 times on stream in the first couple of months after I started, when I was still doing like collaborations with Nate. American Truck Simulator recently as well. Yeah, I only have the base game of ETS and maybe I think like 2 or 3 countries around. I'm joking. I actually think I was one of the most new friendly, joking, relaxed, don't give a shit geo streamers. Yeah, exactly. Same Cave. I always thought of myself as well as one where people could come and hang out and not be pestered for not knowing the meta and stuff like that, and also not rushing through the rounds, getting to play as many rounds as possible, but just talking, having fun, and just enjoying the time together. And yeah, people started rushing me and started making fun of other people not getting the right country, and it's a pity. It was a great game and a great community as well. But also 90% of the people I used to follow in the Geo community stopped streaming or stopped playing Geo. So yeah, it feels just like that part of the community has died, unfortunately. Yeah, it is very, very chill, absolutely. But honestly, that was also one of the issues I had with it. There was so much downtime where you were just driving, and I had to figure out stuff to talk about, and that was tough, especially in the beginning. Now I'm better at that. But so yeah, maybe we can give that another try. That's actually a good idea, especially for the bread baking streams, where we could like we can drive and at the same time then make some take breaks to fold the dough and stuff like that. I'll think about that, Tomka, but that's a great idea, actually. All right, I'm gonna give it like 4 more minutes to 20 past, and then we'll have a look. But I think it should be ready by then. Yeah, and I really want to upgrade this kitchen setup even more. I mean, it's already amazing. I mean, I've got, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras here in the kitchen. And I've got the overview camera 5, I've got my regular cam 6, I've got the body cam 7, and I've got 2 more cameras lying around that are not connected right now. So you just are not to stick to one game anymore after GeoGuessr, not even ETS. I get that as well. I absolutely get that as well. For me, like I said, the main problem is I don't like to play. I'm not much of a gamer. I never was. I have like 1 or 2 games that I hyper focus on and that I want to play all the time for a while. And then after a couple of weeks or months, I completely drop those and do something completely different, or stop gaming at all for half a year. And that's not really ideal if you want to be a gaming streamer. So I'm not sure that that is where my future lies. But we might do it. Well, I'm definitely going to do gaming streams on my alt channel. Now that's not a problem. I don't care about that, Tomcat. I don't care about growing at all. I've said from the beginning, my goal is not to get like 10,000 subscribers or 10,000 followers or anything like that. I stream because I love hanging out with you guys, and I don't care if there are like right now 8 people in here, or if there are like 40 people during the GeoGuessr streams, or like 20 people during the Friday Night Song Championships. As long as there's somebody watching, I don't mind streaming. I just enjoy spending time with you and meeting new people, and yeah, just do what I like to do on stream and let you be a part of that. Because I think that is the stuff that really really works. I have to, or the streamer, let's put it that way, the streamer has to be in love with what they do. If they are not having fun doing the stuff they do on stream, people will notice and they will stop watching. Very simple. I mean, Tomcat, you can you can talk about that. Looking back at the end of last year, the beginning of this year, I was not in the right headspace to stream at all, and it showed. People stopped watching. Viewership went down like to basically 0. I didn't get any new followers or anything, and that's not fun. That's frustrating. So I rather do whatever I want to, as long as I have fun with it. And I think that people will see that and maybe want to watch that. And if not, that's okay as well. Like I said, my goal is not to make this my main job or anything like that. I know that will never happen. I'm just A, too old for that, and B, not engaging enough. I'm no Ludwig or I'm no XQC. And I know that, and that's fine. I have my job where I earn my money, where I earn my living. Everything I earn here, I used to donate everything. Right now, I'm not doing that anymore, simply because I haven't had a payout in like 4 months. Jax, how are you doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I need to check the pizza. One moment, be right back. Yeah, now we are ready. Now it looks lovely. Let me quickly get another towel because I want to carry that with 2 hands. Let me get that out of the way. Yabba. Look at that. Doesn't that look perfect? Nope, it didn't burn at all. It looks just perfect. Wonderful. My first ever completely homemade pizza. Dough is homemade. Well, that's the one thing, right? Now, however, I'm gonna let that cool for a little bit before I slice into it because I don't want to burn my mouth. And I can't wait for tomorrow when I take like about a quarter of that to work for lunch. Mwah. It's so hard to not cut into it right away, but I need to let it cool a little bit. Yeah, like I said, a very simple recipe. Can be very easily replicated. All you need is some mozzarella, some creme fraiche, some asparagus, some shrimp, some bacon, and some spices, and that's all. I mean, you saw it took like 45 minutes to get everything ready and on the pizza, and then now another, well, 25 minutes in the oven, but I think it's fine. Oh, I really want to dig in. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait like at least 10 minutes. But yeah, at least this was one of the recipes where we went from start to finish in one stream. How are you doing though, Jax? I hope you're doing well. By the way, Tomcat mentioned that you tried a new Song Battles website. Was it Song Battles.io or which one? R6S Ace, welcome Ace, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Just accept that the roof of your mouth will be burned for a few days whenever you make pizza. You can never wait. It is tough, honestly, especially since I haven't really eaten anything today yet. So I really want to dig in, but I have to wait because I don't want a burnt roof of my mouth. Nope. You're not too bad? Oh, that's good to hear. And more Song Battles.io? All right. Because I'm currently working on improvements on my software, and I'm probably going to check that out to see what they have implemented and see if I can draw some inspiration from that. That's always helpful, I would say. Let me switch back to this one. No, actually, to which one is it? This one? Yeah, that one. No, I can't wait. I have to dig in. I'm hungry. I'm going to take a small piece for the start. Let's cut one out of the corner here. Okay, that knife does not work. Let's try this one. Yeah, that one works a lot better. Okay, I might have overdone it a little bit with the sauce, looking at it. But we'll see. There we go. Yeah, that is for Buddy. He has been getting that was double the amount earlier, and the rest has gone into Buddy's belly already. Let's get this one out of here. Ooh. Okay, it's not very crisp on the bottom, but that's simply because of my oven, unfortunately. But yeah, it does look lovely. Check this out. So we're gonna put that together, that way we can bite into it. Oh, Yep, lovely, but definitely too much sauce. All right, next time I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it with only 1 packet of creme fraiche. I think that's better. Oh, the roof of my mouth is almost burnt now. Nope, not almost, it is burnt. Lovely. So, I'm actually not gonna eat more because I need to, it has to be, yeah, it will set up as it cools, exactly. I'm gonna leave it and let it cool because it's definitely still too hot. Blow it. That could work, but that's boring. I'd rather give it another couple of more minutes, I think. Well, let's give it a try. But yeah, very, very tasty. Oh, let me try something. In the video where I had the idea, where I got the dough recipe from, he had an amazing idea to make it more crisp at the bottom, to just put it on your stove for a couple of minutes. So let's see. I'm not sure if this one works on induction. Let's see. It does. Perfect. That way we're just going to leave it on here for a moment so that it gets a little bit more power from the bottom to crisp up. I think that's a good idea. Let's see if that works, because if that works, that's the ultimate trick. Yep. It's smoking a little bit. That's because of the sauce. Okay, we're going to turn that off. Nope, that's the sauce burning that's running through, unfortunately. Nope, that doesn't work. All right, we'll leave it like that. That's fine. Not the best idea. But it was worth a try. You always have to try stuff to figure out if it's a good idea or not. Yeah. Now this is the perfect temperature. Almost. Oh. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. No, the fire alarms are fine. I've got windows open, luckily. But yeah, we're gonna end it for today. Like I said, I have to get to bed in about 90 minutes because I have to get up at 6 a.m. to go to the office, like once every week. And yeah, we'll be back on Friday for Friday Night Song Championships, same time as today, 7 p.m. I'm going to go over to the computer now, pick the themes for Friday and publish them on the Discord. And then I hope I will see all of you on Friday. So you're going to go buy yourself pizza? Nice, lovely. I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying this one. And yeah, thank you for dropping in, Jax. I really do appreciate that. And Tomcat Straw, love you to have you here. Daddle, thank you so much for the follow. Ace, welcome in as well. And yeah, like I said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. I'll be back the day after tomorrow, same time as today. All right, have a good one, everyone. I'll see you soon. And I'm going to go over and stop the stream.